21,000. That number sounds like a small city, but I'm not referring to a small city. Today, we're talking about the amount of Oracle people working at this company that have now encountered a total layoff. We're going to break it down in this video, what it means for you as an expat, investor, entrepreneur, or retiree, because this could be the end for many people's income in America. But there is something you can do about it if you stay until the end of this video.
Look, things are changing. We can see the signs written on the wall, but you have to really pay attention. So make sure you like the video, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So let's get right into it.
Wow, this is something. 21,000 jobs have been cut, representing a crazy, whopping 13% of its global workforce
Wow.
over the past year as the software and cloud computing giant reshapes its business around artificial intelligence and automated infrastructure. This is coming from the BBC. Now, Oracle's total full headcount dropped roughly 141,000, down from 162,000 employees from the previous year. Their financials, well, let's take a look because the company spent a massive 1.84 billion on restructuring and severance expenses, meaning they're creating packages for these employees who are laid off. Maybe they get a 6 month stipend, 6 months still they get their W-2 money getting paid out to them, or maybe it's 3 months. We have to check in. If you work for Oracle, or if you did work for Oracle, leave a comment down below and let us know. This severance package has been a significant jump from the 374 million from the prior year. Now, this is insane because we're seeing a lot of career changes in
Hmm.
America. First, we've seen DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, being ripped away from the corporate world, from the marketing world, from the education world, from leadership. A lot of those places where Black women, Black men were able to get those high tier jobs, well, those have been snatched out from under people, but they've
Hmm.
also been snatched away from white American women as well. You're seeing a total restructuring, this really mirroring the 1950s economic drive that you saw in America, where it was like women don't
Hmm.
have jobs, men had jobs, and it was only white men who had the good jobs. Like it wasn't even Black men or Indian men or any other type of man.
Yeah. And for me, what I see from what you just read, as we're looking at this, they spent 1.84 billion. So they're getting more money from last year's. It's a jump from 340 or 374 million the previous year. So they're getting more money but laying more people off. So this is telling me that hey, AI is taking over. Point blank period. They don't need humans. Oracle is a AI company.
Yes.
So this is that's why I say at the beginning, look at the signs. They are giving you signs. They making more money. They getting more greedy. They getting more prideful, and they just don't need more humans. Point blank. Period.
Yes, humans are not needed, which is why you're going to have to start your side hustle. We've been saying this for years because we've been entrepreneurs for 10 years. But if you're just new coming across this information and you've been like, well, I don't want to get a side hustle,
Mhm.
business isn't for everybody. Business
It's for
is for
everyone. Yeah,
everybody.
you have to.
It better be for everybody unless you want to be stuck on universal basic income. And I know Elon Musk is out there telling you, oh, it's going to be a big package. You don't have to think. I'll feed you off of this AI
Oh,
profit. And I know for
that's
people that
dangerous.
maybe feel a little bit lazy or a little bit like, oh, I want the government to provide for me, that may be a temptation, but don't let that be your beast system temptation. Because that's what, guess what? That's going to end up being the mark of the beast. It's never a good thing to let the government feed you, okay?
Yeah,
Don't forget
as
the
we see.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah.
Don't forget all these CIA operations they have. Don't forget this stuff. Literally, you acquiring wealth, building your wealth, working for
Mm.
yourself is your ticket to freedom.
Yeah, point blank period. Look, as we see, do not depend on the government. If you are watching this channel, I'm pretty sure you got some type of common sense where you can see how the food in America is not real. This is why we say once you move out of America, as we say, move to Africa. You're gonna see more organic food. You're gonna see more real food. You can pick it off the tree. You can pick it off the ground. You're gonna be good. You're not gonna see printed meat. So don't trust what the government is saying, and this is a clear sign, they make more money but laying more people off.
Yep.
That for me, that common sense is like, wow, they're greedy. They're really greedy. They just want to sit on their money like what's the Scrooge duck? The Scrooge the duck. Leave a comment below if you know what I'm talking about.
They're saying strategically from CNBC, the private drivers that are making them do these massive layoffs of 21,000 people,
Mm.
quite literally a small city. I grew up in a small city of about 12,000 people, so that's very interesting. The layoff is due to massive debt fueled pivot to expand the AI data centers and cloud infrastructure. Pause. We got to break that down because we all
Expand.
know the data centers are taking the water, taking the electricity, and now they're taking your jobs. They're like, we need to have
Mm.
these data centers. This is Oracle on LinkedIn literally 6 days ago. They say we have the opportunity and responsibility to ensure our data centers benefit the communities that they are built in. In our latest newsletter, Mashe Taragadran shares how we're developing AI infrastructure that supports innovation while investing in the local workforce development, infrastructure improvements, and responsible resource management. Well, friends, unfortunately, that workforce development actually included laying off
Man,
21,000 people. This is the world you're entering into in America. This is why we say exit America while you can. And this is exactly why we're hosting the State of the Diaspora Business Edition, the
mm,
24th edition of the State of the Diaspora, which is different from anything that we have ever done before. And I'm going to break down to you why it's different. Most people are making the most erogenous mistakes when it comes to side hustles, online businesses, and investing in Africa. They're choosing the countries because the beaches look cute, they look beautiful. You're on Instagram, like, oh, look at the beaches over
trendy,
there.
yeah.
Someone on YouTube recommended it. A Facebook group said everybody is moving there. And the lifestyle thing has you thinking. But let's be honest, business owners, entrepreneurs, investors, and retirees
Mm,
need strategic positioning. We are concerned with things like, does my business model fit this country?
mm,
Does this country fit my banking needs? Does this country have transparent immigration goals? Does this country have long term residency? Let's get a definition for that. 5 to 10 years. That's the definition we are using for long term residency, not 1 to 2 years. Capital structure. Can I deploy capital in this country and ensure I'm not getting scammed?
mm,
Can I have an exit strategy that's not going to charge me for exiting that country with my business? Okay. This is the intensive that helps you evaluate all of this before you spend money making expensive mistakes. Because at the end of the day, we have been seeing a lot of law firms, project management professionals, IT professionals, wellness practitioners. These are the top four demographics of professionals who are contacting us,
mm.
as well as those who are retired from the military saying, I need a plan. I'm not one of those people that's willing to just spend my tens and 20s of years of career development of my experience and throwing it down the drain to a corrupt country. I need to be somewhere that makes sense logistically for myself and my family. So visit www.journeywithus, movetoafrica.com to read the entire enrollment guide because registration closes in 48 hours and there are 9 spots. Your investment is $100.
Make sure you check the links in the description because this is not it. So we have more to share with you. So this is not the only company that is laying people off. So for me, I was just doing a live this morning, and I was speaking about something. I was speaking about the jobs that I was having before we left to move to Africa,
Mm-hmm.
and it was seasonal jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what this is telling me, AI, and as they're speaking about, more data centers, it's basically AI is like a seasonal job. They hire people, they fire people. That's what's happening.
Look at this. Microsoft, just 22 hours ago, breaking news, cuts 4,800 jobs as the Xbox unit downsizes and plans to spin off 4 gaming studios. Microsoft wants you to know Xbox layoffs are not due to AI, okay? Coming from CNBC and the Analytics India magazine. I think it's really interesting how on both of these, with the Oracle layoffs and Microsoft, India is paying attention. the Times of India, different publications within India pay attention to the
Mm,
tech sphere in America because a lot of Indian migrants choose to get into technology in America with the H-1B visas and different things, but then realize these layoffs are happening in mass, not just for Americans, but for foreigners and immigrants as well. So that's very interesting. But Microsoft, specifically Xbox, the gaming station that, maybe
mm,
used to play, your children play, whoever, they're on Xbox and they're saying, you know what, we're going to get rid of these people who are working for Xbox, announcing actually 3,200 layoffs, including 1,600 today from the boss, Asha Sharma. She is
oh,
saying it's time to let you guys go. It's not due to AI. So let's see what it's about. According to Reddit and according to The Verge, they are eliminating these people ASAP globally within the Xbox division, but they're not citing why they're doing it, okay? They're saying the layoffs have hit the commercial sales and HR leadership in Xbox and in Microsoft, but they're saying it's not due to AI. It's a little bit confusing. I would say maybe they're restructuring Xbox, maybe they're like doing a new flagship product, so all of those old employees are no
mm,
longer needed. That would be my guess as a 10-year entrepreneur, as somebody that's in marketing and consulting. I'm guessing if they're saying it's not AI and we're believing that narrative,
mm.
perhaps they are shutting down Xbox to produce a new product.
Yeah, maybe, but I know that when you're reading, as you was talking about, immigrants being hired and stuff, being in America, it kind of makes me think about um, when we were in the workforce, and they had to hire so many black people. They had to hire so many immigrants. That's
Right,
that's
right.
over with. That's over with. That's like
That's
they
bad.
like they we just gonna hire uh the people that we like because we just gonna have AI. That's what it's coming down to. So whatever you take from this video, make sure you can use AI as a tool. Make sure you can monetize your skills and talents with AI. Point blank period.
This is so good. I'm so glad you said that because I'm going to give you a sneak peek in what you're getting in the new State of the Diaspora Business Edition. Because this is all about entrepreneurship consulting, how to get your market entry from people who have already got market entry from their business, gotten residency, okay? We've listed banks and all of the good stuff, but this is really the page that I'm going to give you a sneak peek into. The 15 simple consulting businesses for 2026, targeting Rwanda, Mauritius, and Ghana, because these three countries on the continent are the only countries that you should be looking at
Mm.
this year for long term residency through your business, even as a retiree. If you want to do something online, this is what you need to be looking at. Again, link in the description. Your ticket is $100, 90-minute group session, 9 spots available. We are meeting literally on July 9th, 2 days from now. We are meeting at 9 p.m. Eastern. We will see you there. We cannot wait because this is the question everybody has been asking, sending comments to our website, sending in our Save the Diaspora groups, asking about business and consulting. How did you guys get residency? How's your business so
Mhm.
profitable in these times? We're unleashing everything. We're releasing the veil. We're showing you the full back end breakdown. See you there.
All right, guys. So I think that is it. Make sure you check the links in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not. And we will talk to you in the next video.
Shalom,
Shalom.
shalom.